All right, guys, here we are once again to talk about Iron Fist. What was this, episode 5? 6?
6.
6? Jesus
Is
Christ.
that it? Okay. Episode
Ooh.
6.
All right,
The
so
marathon continues.
this episode was trying on my patience.
Why is that?
I don't know, I didn't feel like it got anywhere.
It didn't do it. Okay. It opens with Russian cooks, tarantula lady, and
And a poor
Ca-
singer.
a karaoke man.
They all
who
get a
just
message.
murdered a room full of people.
Yeah.
They all get bowls with sticks. The sticks all say the time has come, and they represent their respective languages. And then the time has come to go fight for the hand in like a competition.
Yeah, but like, what is the point? If ultimately it's not a real competition,
Yep.
what is it like? Granted, he did get what he wanted. He was fighting solely for the purpose to get this girl. But also, if they lost, the hand was going to leave. They were going to leave his company. And they were just like, yes. You know, they set up the goddamn tournament. They could have just killed, if they wanted him if they just wanted it to kill him, they could have been like, all right, all 4 of you attack him at the same time. Like, and that probably would have worked.
Yep, this was all bad.
Or Gao could have killed him herself.
Apparently, she can just walk over to him and kill him.
So
like,
it just felt like it was a
so-
big circle jerk for nothing.
right. So if they and that would have been totally fine had the fights been good,
Yeah.
which they were not. But yes, they're like, we must challenge you to the ancient thing of the thing and do the fighting or whatever. And like they had no intention of ever holding up their end, so they had to structure it
No.
like, okay, take the girl, and then you just say that you quit, even though like what it.
Yeah, 'cause you're feigning some sense of honor. Where okay, say you quit. Like
Why do you
okay,
have
you
to
need him to say
yeah.
he quit, but you're cheating to make him say
Yeah.
he quit. So it doesn't mean anything.
And is that because you're expecting him to hold up his end of whatever he promised had he lost the competition? Because why would he do that? He would just be like, sorry, you didn't hold up your end, and just do whatever you want
Yeah.
anyway. So they literally just injured like several of their like top sleeper warriors and then gave him this girl that he wanted that meant nothing to them anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very upsetting.
Then while this is all happening, they're stealing back the other guy, the heroin producer man, whose
Yeah,
daughter
chemist.
he just was fighting so hard to get. So it's all kind of for nothing, I guess. He may die, so that could be something. I don't know.
I have no goddamn idea.
Because they took him pre-surgery. He never got checked into to the
To
OR.
you get to
So-
get fixed up, yeah.
They have healing magic powers though, so that's not like a big issue. But still, it's very fucking. It was a little kind of a dumb episode.
Why not let him get some stitches and like a shunt or something and then take him or whatever? Come on.
Yeah.
You just go in and say, where are the cops?
Where are the cops?
Really? What does this even say? You got more YouTube views than that incredible green guy.
Yeah, I like that. That was
I
funny.
wrote that down. Is that the Hulk we were talking about?
Yeah. Who else
Okay,
is
good.
the incredible
I
green guy?
thought maybe you know something.
I do about the Hulk.
Yeah, I know. But
They're always referring to the incident.
yeah, this is more of that peppered in there. I don't know why the Hulk would have less than 6 million views. That shit should have like Lady Gaga numbers or whatever.
Well, no, they said he got 6 million views since I walked in this room or something.
I thought he said, since I walked in here, we're up to 6 million. Did he say
I
we're
thought
up
it was
by
we're up
6
6 million since I walked in this room. I thought it was like skyrocketing. I could have taken it
Okay,
wrong.
I have no
But the
idea.
only way it made sense that the Hulk,
Right? Because
you
he
know.
should have a ton of views.
you would assume. So another like issues or things. So like when he first went to free this guy, you know, like they find the guy's head who he fought in the back of a tractor trailer in the fourth office of 6 or first warehouse of 6. He went to search. He blew off a meeting. Which
Okay, right.
Ward was with him solely so that he would go to, and then somehow just ditched Ward. I don't know how that worked.
Right. So we should say they called in like a crisis management team. That's the guy who made the Incredible Green Guy comment about the YouTube views. They had to call him in because Danny's on tape saying we're gonna make this right and whatever else he says, which I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't catch anything where he was admitting culpability, but for the purposes of this thing, we'll just say that yes, he admitted fault, and that's legally. So now they have to do crisis management. He tagged along with him to the fucking warehouses where he saw horrible, horrible things, and now it's plaguing him with his lack of drugs. And Ward has the best hairstyle to come unhinged.
Yeah, because it like flies down.
When it's all slicked back, and then parts of it start to like come forward and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's super like American Psycho, like businessman, like coming unhinged style, which I like a lot. But I wrote down he's an awful drug addict.
Oh, he's like the worst. He somehow like destroyed his hand for a few pills that he didn't even end
Yeah.
up getting. Like the injury didn't even seem to make sense. He slammed it in a car door, and it looked
Right.
like someone surgically inserted golf balls into it. Like it looked ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not. That doesn't bother me terribly. They had to make it look like something, and I feel like somebody went overboard or something like that. But he goes in doing his like drug-seeking behavior routine.
Yeah.
But it's like it's his first day, which makes no sense. It's fucking crazy. Also,
Yeah, how did he even get the rest of those pills? Shouldn't he have a guy on retainer? Oh, I pay him. He's my doctor.
Or you can't get that many pills from one doctor. He should have a whole fucking thing. There was a great scene in like a show about space or something like that. It wasn't Battlestar Galactica. Remember when there were all these different shows?
Yeah,
like,
space was the flavor of
like
the week.
Earth, this, that,
Uh-huh.
letters, numbers, space, frontier, whatever. There was one show where there was a dude taking like space drugs or whatever, and like his like commanding officer's like, give me the pills, and he goes and gives him the pills, and then he says, now where's your stash? And he like opens up his locker that's behind him and like hands him more pills, and then he goes, okay, now where's the couple that you keep in case someone finds this? And then he goes and like takes a pen and like unscrews the thing and goes like boom 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 like passing and gives him like 3 more pills or whatever, and he goes, okay, we're gonna get you cleaned up or whatever the fuck or whatever. So like, even if you have pills in a drawer, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's an awful drug addict. Like, you would never
Yeah.
just have all your pills all in one.
Well, I think
You'd have
here's
some
the
in your
difference:
house,
is your
you'd
usual
have-
drug addict is not the head of a
Do
company.
not defend this awful drug addict.
No, he's an awful drug addict.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is,
He's led a pampered lifestyle where
Yes.
maybe he can afford this.
he
or
can just
something like
walk.
that.
He can just have him
still.
sitting on the desk. He's a billionaire.
I know that, but I feel like he should have some in his glove box. He should have some at home.
He should have a doctor
should
on
have
speed dial.
more
What
at
he should
home.
have.
Yeah, and he should have the ability to get them without this whole thing. I think this is the thing that I unknowingly would have called there for by saying she's going to have to vote of no confidence in for fucking
Oh
coming
yeah,
up
I
because
think
now
she's taking that.
now he's going to rehab, right?
Oh yes.
She was like, "Come on, honey, let's go home," and he's like cradling his like fucked up hand.
Oh yeah. No,
When-
he's going.
When they were like, "Do we have to call the cops?" and she's like, "No, come with me." Yeah, so I think he's fucked, which is, I guess.
By the way, that woman behind the desk got angrier when she realized he had someone that cared about him. Did you realize that? She's like,
oh, is he your friend? Yeah, we're
oh,
having a
well, we
problem.
got a problem. Like, she was like, sir, you have to leave. And I was like, oh, I'm his sister. Well, we got an issue.
I noticed that. That seemed a little weird.
I was like,
the-
all right. You should be like, what?
You should be like, "Can you please handle your shit? Get him out of my face."
You'd think so.
But
Interesting.
that's all the drug dealer stuff.
Now, this was probably my least favorite episode so far. Yeah, I'm just
Well,
I would
let's-
like the next episode to be a little bit better than this. I just don't
Let's
like
get
this
into
one
the,
felt like a little bit of just the bad writing parts of it, where I'm like, okay, this episode
Was
did
this the
nothing
one
for
directed by the RZA? Oh no!
me.
At the beginning of when we
Actually,
said the
it might have
RZA?
been, yeah.
Fuck. Sorry, the RZA.
But no, but you
Um,
can only direct what a script is on the paper.
I guess, but still, the buck stops somewhere. No, but like, we should get into like the nitty gritty briefly here. So like, he's got to run the gauntlet and fight these like awesome warrior guys
Yeah.
or whatever. And the first is 2 Russian dudes, and they each have knives, and they make a circle with blood. And then he's like, "Why do you get 2 guys?" And they go, "We are one. You don't understand." And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And they
It
both
means
fight
nothing.
him. He gets to 2v1, 2 guys with knives,
And the limitation of staying in a circle.
which is crazy. But he wins. He gets cut, and we're already like, "Oh, he's fucking cut, now he's gonna go into the next thing, like cut or whatever." And then it was like, well, they had the lady injecting like tarantulas or whatever, and you were like, "Well, what's her thing? Poison?" And it's like, "I guess." And then we're like, "Ugh!" And she's just some dumb spider lady in spider clothing with spider stuff all over the place, and the stuff was hanging like webbing or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. That doesn't fit with this show like at all. Fisk and like the other stuff is just a big rhinoceros of a man, and like Punisher's like nose is broken for like half the thing. Like this show's about like real stuff, and this is like acupuncture needles with like venom, and then he kind of like shrugs the venom off using his chi powers or something like that.
Well,
Kicks
Do
her
you have
once.
chi powers?
I don't know. I'm not claiming to know how chi powers work, but they didn't do anything to indicate to me that that's how it worked. He just like
That's how it
summoned
works.
some power and then kicked her once, and then Gao's like, "Fight's over," and then he goes up and fights the Japanese karaoke dude who's just doing his stabbing and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
then the thing we talked about with Sabina
Nah, just
and
the
all.
bullshit ending of
And
it.
the whole thing of this keeps happening in shows like this, Or it's like, these are my terms. The bitch I don't even know, I want her, and that's fine, or something. And you're like, what? Like, and he says like you're gonna leave or whatever, but
Yeah.
there's no like those are your terms. Some stupid fucking thing with some thing. Ugh.
They agreed
Yes, but
and
he.
then backed out.
Well, yeah, no, yes, of course, but I hate people showing up being like, I'm gonna go put it all on the line. I'm gonna risk my life. Why? What's her name? Sabina? Oh, Sabina? I don't know. Whatever. You know her. I want her back. Like, why do you care? What are you doing?
He's a hero.
Who's this dumb person? Fuck.
Hero. No, that's standard hero work. Not like that was not my issue. My issue was just like that this episode didn't resolve anything because now even though he got this girl, they lost the guy, so they're still at the same like it's like the heroin problem is still there. They stopped
Yes.
Noah.
And I would have
He's
forgiven it
beating
all.
nameless, faceless people we met this episode. Like,
Yeah, if there were 3 awesome fights and it was this wow, and those scenes with his old master appearing to him gave some more insight. What do you think it means where he turns his back on him? I got to turn my back on you now.
I
He
didn't
turns
like
around.
the master who plays.
No.
I didn't like the guy that plays the master. He seems too young. Like, not even just young in age, but he seems too modern. His look, like certain people look like they're from
Ooh.
certain decades.
Interesting.
He didn't look the right.
You want him to
part.
have like a 3-foot-long white thing hanging, so he goes.
Or just more
Ooh.
lines on his face, just a little,
Huh.
little age to him.
Well, he lives in heaven, so everything's happy there.
Yeah, but you'd be there for a while,
I don't know.
so it'd age a
Gal
little
doesn't
bit.
look like she lives in
Like
heaven.
Pat Morita could have done it.
Ooh, isn't he dead?
Yes, could have done it.
Should have gotten him.
Yeah.
Should have gotten dead Pat Morito. No, like he was fine to me. I didn't really like it. It didn't really bother me. I wanted there to be more like cool stuff with that though. And now like how it how it like fell dark. I think he's like turning his back on Danny for not destroying the hand when he had the chance. And I've been like, bitch, I'll come
But
back.
it's
I'll
not like
come
he
back
was going to
tomorrow.
destroy the hand. He was beating one idiot
guy.
assassin who I'm like, was he even part of the hand or just hired by the hand? Because he seemed like he has his own thing going on.
And if he's not just a like hallucination, that if he's really like transporting this,
Astral
communicating it, yeah, then he should know Gal. He should know that Gal could just go and like stop the whole party. So you should
Yeah.
take what you can get and come back tomorrow and learn all these lessons. He went in. He was prepared to put Danny Rand aside and become the Iron Fist. But then he said, "No, I want to save this person. That's fine. That's not the end of the world."
Yeah.
You got tomorrow, you got the next day, you got other people of the hand. He fucked up some other bitches.
Lots of bitches. Yeah, let's see him fuck up some more bitches in the next episode, shall we?
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm hoping for a more enjoyable experience in
Some
episode
handy bitches.
7.
Episode 7 incoming. Are you starting to see why maybe people are disappointed in the Iron Fist?
Well, 1 out of 7 ain't bad, or 6 or whatever. It's not like it was a terrible episode. It's just that it didn't hold the same par. If every episode coming up forward was this episode, I'd be like, this was the worst.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Deuces.